First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. And I would like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. They're pushing the truth and sincerity on the four winds of the earth. And all you other Akim, they're pushing the same doctrine of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, as it is written. I would like to say Shalom. But the Most High put upon my spirit to do a quick video. I had a brother to send me a news clipping or about this slaughter that happened in New York. So he sent me an article, and what happened was, it was in Brownville, Brooklyn. A dad attended his 9-year-old daughter's birthday party and kills her whole family, a triple murder suicide, okay? So when you first hear these gruesome events, the first thing that people would tend to say is, well, the devil is busy, or people are so wicked, but not understanding who's behind all these terrible events. Pretty much scattered among the four winds of the earth. All types of deaths and destructions are happening that they are not televising on your local news. Okay, so enough rambling. So I'm going to go into the scriptures. And I'm going to start with Jeremiah chapter 11, verse 11. Therefore, thus said the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And through they shall cry unto me, and I will not hearken unto them. So the Most High, who the world ignorantly calls God, which is his true name in the Hebrew, is Yahweh, which will be the Lashawan Kodash, which is the ancient Hebrew, right? Which his name is Yahweh, which is Yah is he, and Hawah, he is or he exists. So the Most High, he bring these terrible judgments upon our people, which consist of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You know, our people, that's why it's real important to understand and know who you are in the scriptures. And as our people continue to dwell in those Sunday worship temples, they're not going to learn the truth. So the Most High, let me read it again. Jeremiah chapter 11, verse 11. Therefore, thus said the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them. He will bring evil upon who? He will bring evil upon our people, which consists of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So the Lord is doing that. Okay? Which they shall not be able to escape. This family wasn't able to escape this judgment that the Most High Yahweh, he brought upon his family. Okay? And though they shall cry unto me, and what the first thing that our people do, which is consists of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and the Native Americans. But mainly right now I'm talking to the Negroid tribes. As soon as something go down bad, or something terrible, or tragic, the first thing you want to do is start praying and calling, oh Lord Jesus, please help me, calling on an idol, okay? But the Most High say, but I will not hearken unto them. He won't listen to you. Because our wicked people, they're not going to listen to what the Most High say. They are not going to accept who the Most High call them in the scriptures, which will be the children of Israel, the Hebrew Israelites, the 12 tribes of Israel, which would be the people, the true people of our power, who the world ignorantly calls God. Okay, in verse 12. But no, that's it on that. So the Most High, he's bringing all this terrible judgment. Okay, so we'll Okay, so I'll go into the Apocrypha, which this book would be in the 1611 King James Bible. Okay, so it is in the Bible. So I'm going to go to it's called Sirach, but Ecclesiastes. So it's going to be verse 39, chapter 39. And I'm going to start at verse 28, and I'm going to read it through verse 30. There be spirits that are created for vengeance. Okay, and so there be spirits created for vengeance. And the Most High Yahweh, he created spirit for vengeance, meaning that this dad went to his daughter's 9-year-old birthday party, and the Most High put the spirit upon this 45-year-old man to slaughter his whole family. So going back to chapter 39, Ecclesiastes, verse 28, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes, in the time of destruction, to pour out the force and appease the wrath of him that made him. So the Most High Yahweh, he was satisfied after that spirit that he put up on that man to go in and slaughter his whole family. The Most High was pleased with that, okay? And verse 29, fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Verse 30, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. So the Most High Yahweh, he summons those spirits just for the wicked. The Most High Yahweh done it. Not spiritual demon Satan, where they teach our people that still running in those Christianity, which would be Seventh-day Adventists, Pentecostal, and Mormons, all these different type of religions. The Most High created these spirits mainly to devour our people that won't hearken to his word. Okay? And and I got to I got to touch on this for a minute, because I kind of monitor Facebook, and I kind of keep up with some of my people and seeing some of the wicked things that they continually do, and some of them continually want to celebrate in these holidays, and mainly these birthdays. And the Most High had this man to go in and slaughter his whole family because of a wicked birthday. It's in the scriptures that they're not teaching you in these buildings. It's the reason that these people got slaughtered. Okay? And the Most High is fed up. He's fed up with our wicked people. But this is only for the 1/3 hopefully elect, not for the 2/3. Okay? So I'm going to go into the book of Job. Going to the book of Job, Salaki Israel. We're going to start at chapter 3. We're going to read it from verse 2 to verse 3. And Job spake and said, let the day perish where I was born, and the night in which it was said that there was a man child conceived. Job spake, he said, let the day perish when I was born. See, Job cursed the day that he was born because Job knew when he was born into the earth and all this sin, and all this wickedness and pure hell and torment. So Job say, cursed was the day he was born. But our people not learning these things in these buildings made with hands in these Sunday worship temples. And really what that is self-idol. You idolize it or you worshiping yourself. So if a great man like Job say, curse the day that I was born, Job was full of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So Job knew what he was born into: sin and death and destruction. So Job cursed the day he was born. But our people, they want to celebrate their birthdays and have these big parties and not knowing that they are they're pretty much worshiping themselves and put the Most High on the back burner. Okay? So now let me take it just a little bit further. I'm going to go to Job chapter 1. I'm going to start at verse 4. So if there's a newcomer out there, a new sheep that's watching this video, take heed to these scriptures, because all hell is about to break loose real soon. Okay? So I'm going to go to Job chapter 1 and verse 4. Go to show you that celebrating your birthdays is a terrible sin. But our people they're going to still do it anyway, which would be the possible way to 2/3. They're not going to hearken to the voice of the Most High Yahweh. Job chapter 1, I'm going to start at verse 4. And his sons went and feasted in their houses, every one his day. Who known to say, it's my day? Oh, it's my day. Our wicked people consist of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. I'm going to start over. So when you hear our people say, it's my day, it's in the scriptures. This is how you know that the Most High is talking to our people, which consists of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, when they go about their business celebrating birthdays. And his sons went and feasted in their houses, every one his day, every one their birthday, and sent and called for their 3 sisters to eat and to drink with them. Okay, now watch this. I'm going to jump to verse 18. And the verse 18 is going to speak for what happened in Brownville, Brooklyn, when the Most High put the spirit upon this man, upon this individual, to go and slaughter his whole family. And I forgot to mention this. And the 9-year-old, she was the only one that survived. It was her birthday. It was her day. She hid in the closet and she called the police or the cops, right? So it was 3 slaughtered and he took himself out. Okay, so now this is going to link up with verse 18. They got slaughtered on their day. Okay, now watch this. I'm going to go to Job chapter 1. And I just read verse 4. Now I'm going to jump. Now I'm going to, like it say in Isaiah 28, 9 and 10. Precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line upon line, here a little, there a little. So we have to link it together like a puzzle. We can't read this book, which is our heritage book, like a love novel. We have to link it up. Okay, so now I'm going to jump to verse 18. Now, watch this. while he was yet speaking, which was the eldest son, there came also another and said, no, the servant speaking to Job. While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, thy sons and thy daughters were eating and drinking wine in the eldest brother's house. Okay? Now, let me see. Okay, hold on, Salakia. Salakia is real. Give me a second. Okay, here we go. Verse 19. Verse 19. I'm going to start over. In verse 18. While he was yet speaking, there came also another servant and said, thy sons and thy daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. Okay? So he's going to go right back to what happened to that great slaughter in Brownfield, Brooklyn, where the Most High put a spirit upon this individual, upon his dad, to slaughter the whole family. Now, okay, now listen to this. Verse 19. And behold, there came a great wind from the wilderness and smote the four corners of the house, and it fell upon the young men, and they are dead. And I'm the only one to it. Okay, Salakia. And I only am escaped alone to tell thee. You see how the Most High put all of Job's children to death because they were celebrating their day, they were celebrating their birthday. Hey, the Most High, he hate that. You know, but our people, they're going to continue to do it anyway. But the Most High, you know what? You know what? So I don't want to go on course. If I have time, I'm going, you know what? I'll make time because see, our people, they're going to continue to celebrate their birthdays. They're not going to hearken to the voice of the men of the Lord, who the Most High speak through his men. They're not going to hearken. So they're going to continue to keep being wicked. They're going to continue to celebrate their birthdays. They're going to continue to celebrate the pagan holidays. You know, our people, you better try to find out who you are in the scriptures, which are the children of Israel. Okay? Turn back to keep the law, statutes, and commandments to best your ability. So I had to say that to say this. So you're going to continue to celebrate them, and you're going to think you're going to get away with it. But sooner or later, now I'll come back to Job. Let me show you. This is what I'll do. Give me a second, Salakia. It's real. Give me a second. 1 second. Cause see, it's you're gonna think you're gonna keep getting away with it. Here we go. And you're going to keep trying to pull it. Well, keep trying to keep these birthdays and these holidays because you're going to keep doing it because nothing happened yet. But I got to read this. Going to the book of Ecclesiastes. And it say, because sinners against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore, the hearts of sons of men is fully set into do evil. Okay, verse 12. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and in his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear okay, which fear the Most High, which fear before him. So because our wicked people, since ain't nothing happened yet, they could think that they can continue to keep doing wickedness because nothing happened to them yet. They've been keeping their birthdays and holidays for a long time, right? So ain't nothing happened. So that means it must be all good. But sooner or later, the Most High, he's going to bring a hammer down on you. And he's going to send death and destruction. He's going to be knocking at your door. And when you least expect it, he'll put you to death. Or bring some type of terrible judgment upon you that you wish that you was dead. So I had to bring that out. So getting back to, going back to Job, right? So some of you may say, you know, why did it happen to these people? You know, that shouldn't have happened. These people were innocent. You know, they had nothing to do with, hey, this crazy man, this lunatic, but not understanding that the Most High put a spirit upon this man, upon this individual to allow it to happen. So we're going to go to Job chapter 4 and verse 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perish being innocent. Nobody innocent. Okay, let me finish reading it straight through, then I'll come back and touch on it. Job chapter 4, verse 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perish being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity, sow wickedness, reap the same. So nobody perished being innocent. You know, I did a lesson yesterday. When a person perishes, their body go to the dirt in the grave, and their spirit go up to the spirit world and dwell in peace with the Most High Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, and they come right back down to earth to play out their judgment. So nobody perished being innocent. So as the people be wicked, they'll perish, and their body go to the dirt, spirit go to the spirit world, and they come back for judgment. So these individuals in Brownfield, Brooklyn, they got put to death. They wasn't innocent because they come back down to earth and play out their judgment. So, you know, ain't no telling what they done in their former lives. You know, how if you read Ecclesiastes 3 and 15 and go to Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 9, like I tell you, there's nothing new under the sun. Okay, so but go and read those two verses. Even as I have seen, verse 8, even as I have seen that they plow iniquity, so they plow iniquity, you know, and sow wickedness, reap the same. So when you plow iniquity, which is sin, a breaking the Most High Yahweh laws, statutes, and commandments, you know, and what is sin? John 3 and 4. So whosoever sin transgress the law, for sin is the transgression of the law. All right? So that's what these wicked people or the individual sold, so they reaped it. But they came back in the reincarnation and they got their judgment. So nobody perished being innocent. Okay? And, you know, and these false prophets, you know, and they gonna continue to feed you lies. You know, telling you that who the world ignorantly calls God, which is Yahweh, and who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, which is Yahweh. You know, hey, they telling you that he's all love. He's not all love. And you can't even find it in the scriptures. All right? So we're going to go to prove that further. We're going to go to Psalms. Psalms 66 and 5. Psalm 66 and 5. You know, the Most High, he's not all love. That's far from the truth. You know, the Most High have a balance. Okay? Psalm 66 verse 5. Come and see the works of the Most High. He is terrible in his doing toward the children of men. He's terrible. The Most High is terrible. The Most High caused all of this wickedness to happen. But only the hopeful elect, the 1/3, is going to get there. The 2/3, you won't get it on this side. You have to be destroyed with these heathens and be reborn back through the hopeful elect, which is the 1/3 in the house of David. But you will taste these missiles in the mark of the beast, in the jab, okay, and death, famine, and destruction, the ICBM intercontinental ballistic missiles, and you will experience martial law, these FEMA camps, being tortured, being put to death, seeing these race riots, people kicking in your doors, putting you to death, taking your children, taking your wives, taking your husbands. The Most High created vengeance just for this purpose. And he knows that the 2/3, he put the spirit upon you not to be able to receive this truth, no matter how much you hear. So that's what you have to look forward to. The Most High is terrible. Okay? And I'm going to end it with this. I'm going to go to Amos, book of Amos 3:6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and people not be afraid? Shall there be any evil in the city, and the Lord hath not done it? The Most High Yahweh, he done it. He orchestrated all these spirits created for vengeance. Okay? He's not all love. He's terrible. He's a terrible power. And soon come, y'all about to meet him. Y'all about to meet him. And all these lies y'all been taught, you're not going to want to see him. Because he's not coming back to play spade with you and dominoes, frying some chicken wings, and saying let's have a good time. He coming back to put y'all ass to death in a violent way, you know. And the men of the Lord, we praying, we putting in the work on the highways and the byways, where the Most High said a lot of us to be, scattered abroad on the four winds of the earth, putting in this work, and with faith. And we still don't know if we're going to make it. We hoping that we make it. And so they teaching y'all, when I mean y'all, you wicked Israelites, which are the 2/3, that you don't have to do anything. You can just believe on your fake Jesus Christ. You don't have to do nothing else. You can't find it nowhere in the scriptures. Nowhere in the scriptures. Soon come. Y'all about to find out. So until next time, until the next lesson, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Kwam Yasharala. We got next in a Bible ball. Shalom.